Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video we are going to see how to add the product review in our Laravel e-commerce. So let's get started with it. So previously we had made this rating system. So I have already rated 4 stars, so I can just update that, submit, and here it is 5 star. So now I want to write a review for this product. So let us start with adding a button over here. So in my code I have this thing, rate this product. Let me just paste it below that and say write a review. Say write a review, and this time it's not going to be a button. Yeah, it's going to be an a tag, and href is equal to create a URL over here. Say URL of add review, and here we will have the product slug. So let me just concatenate that. So you have the product variable, copy and paste the product slug, and again concatenate it with the slash user review. So let us just create a URL like this in our web.php. So after this add rating, I'll just keep it over here, route get add review slash, you will have the product slug over here. Say product slug slash user review. Just paste it over here, and here we are not going to use the rating controller, instead we will use the review controller. So let us just create that. So open up your terminal and say php artisan make controller. So this thing we require it inside the front end folder. Let me just show you app http controllers. So inside this front end we need the review controller over here. Say front end slash review controller, hit enter. So controller is created successfully. Let us just add it over here, comma, say review controller class. Let me just close the sidebar, and here I'm going to say add. So let us go to the review controller and create a function over here. Say function add. So before adding it over here, let us create the model and migration. So open a terminal and say php artisan make model, and this is the review model. So review -m. So migration is created and model is created. So let us just go there. Inside your models review, we will add the table name protected $table is equal to reviews, and protected $fillable is equal to, here we will have the user ID and the product ID and the user review. So let us quickly add these things in our migration also. Inside the database migrations, and here say $table of string data type. The field name is going to be user ID, product ID, and the user review. Paste, save, and close the file. So let us migrate this table, say php artisan migrate. Okay, so reviews table is migrated. So let me close, and now we'll get back to the add function. So here, if you remember, we just passed this thing, right? Product slug. So say here dollar product slug. So first we are going to check if there is any product existing with this product slug. So dollar product check is equal to product model, where the slug is equal to dollar product slug, where the status is equal to 0, say first. So say if dollar product check, else return redirect back with status the link you followed was broken. So if the URL does not exist with that product slug, so this message will be shown to the user. So if there is some product like that, we need to check if the user has purchased that product. So like how we had done for the rating, right? Similarly, we will be checking for the reviews also. So first we need to get the product ID. So dollar product underscore ID is equal to, we have this thing, right? Product check. So if you're using exists function over here, you will not get this value. So you can just give first, so you can access the ID of that. So you got the ID. Now we are going to check if it is verified purchase. So that thing we have it in the rating controller here. Just copy that and close, paste. Okay, so here what we are checking is the orders table, where the user ID is the current logged in user's ID, and the orders dot ID is matching to the order items dot order ID column, and the product ID is matching to this product ID. So if this thing becomes true, then we are going to return the view of frontend dot reviews dot index. So this thing we need to create it now. Just copy that, and your resources, views, front end, say new folder, reviews, new file, index dot blade dot php. So we need to pass this dollar verified purchase and the product. So instead of product check, let me just keep it as product, say compact function, compact within single quotes, paste the variable names. So we'll go to this index page. This layouts and all, we'll just take it from the other file. Just go top and yeah, copy that, paste at end section. So title we are going to say write a review, and inside the content let's create that container dot row dot call md12 card body, and here we will check at if, so this variable, just copy that, verified purchase. say if dollar verified purchase of count is greater than 0, else. So if the user has purchased, so this will become true. So here we're going to say h5, you are writing a review for the product name we are going to display over here. So that thing we have sent in this product. So say dollar product of name. So after that we'll have the form. Say form action and method is equal to post. Inside this we'll have an input type of hidden, and we'll have this as the product underscore ID, and the value will be like dollar product of ID. So after that we'll have a text area over here, and let me say class is equal to form control, just leave the rows with 5 and give a name to this. So name is equal to user review. So you can just add a placeholder also here, placeholder, say write a review. After that we'll just have the submit button over here, say btn.btn, and say submit review btn primary, and button type equal to submit, so just give that also here. Okay, so if it is not a verified purchase, then we will show an error message over there to the user. So we are going to say dot alert danger, and h5 say you are not eligible to review this product, and below that you can just give a p tag and describe about that. So I'll just write for the trust worthiness of the reviews, only customers who purchased the product can write a review about the product. Yeah. So after that we can just give over here, give an a tag over here, say href. So you can either redirect it to that URL, so you can just give collection slash the products category slug over there slash the product slug. So I'll just redirect it to the home page and give the button name as go to home page, class btn primary. So let us check the output. Before that, make sure you have imported all these classes. Yes, just refresh and you'll get it over here. Write a review, click on that. Okay, we haven't changed that. We don't need to have all this thing, just remove this, save, and just add this class btn link. It's already there. Refresh and here it is. Unexpected a. Okay, this thing should be in double quotes. save, refresh, and here it is. So let me just add some spacing over here and here. So in our container, let's say py5, and in both the buttons let us put margin top 3. Refresh. Okay, so I have purchased this product Oppo A12, that's why I'm getting this thing. Let us try for another product. So let me just go back and try for this product, write a review, and I will get this thing: you are not eligible to review this product. That message what we just wrote, and here go to home page, or you can just add that go back button. So you just need to give that collections and mobiles. So this product's category is slug over here, so that will take some time, so I just don't want to waste time on that. So this thing is working perfect. So let us create this thing to insert the record, that is the reviews. So URL of add review, so that same URL we will use. So here it is already add review, so this time it's going to be post method, right? So you can use that route post method of add review, and it's going to be the review controller. And here we are going to say create function. Just copy that function name, and in your review controller just create that function create, and here we are taking the request $request. So we'll take the product ID first. Say product ID is equal to $request of input of the product ID which we gave over here, product ID. Copy that and paste it over here. So we got the product ID, so just check once if the product exists, copy and paste. So where ID is equal to the product ID and status is equal to 0 of first. Say if $product, then we will insert the record, else we will return a message saying that the link you followed was broken. If the product ID exists, we will take the user review. So say $user review is equal to $request of input of the user review. This thing just copy and paste. So we'll create a new record over here. So for that I'll just create a variable, say new review is equal to review model, just call your model, create function. So here we had the user underscore ID, that will be the authenticated user's ID, and the product ID. So that thing we have it over here, $product ID, paste, and then we have the user review, paste, and this thing we have it in the $user review. So we are going to check if $new review, so if this is successfully created, then return redirect. So we have to return to the same page from where he came. So for that we will require the categories and the product slug. So we'll just create a variable here, category slug is equal to I'll take the dollar product of category of slug. So we got the category slug. Similarly, copy and paste and say the product slug. So when you are return redirect, so the path is going to be something like category. So this thing I'm taking it from here, so you can see this category, right? Just copy that and paste category and concatenate it with the dollar category slug. Copy and paste here, add the slash and concatenate the dollar prod slug, paste. So with a message we are going to send with status, say thank you for writing a review. So add a semicolon over there. So let us test it now. Go back and refresh. So we haven't purchased this product, so we'll not be able to add it. Let me add it in this one. Say write a review to say the product was good, the delivery was on time, and etc. Just copy and paste the same thing and submit review. So okay, the CSRF error. So where's the form? Here it is. CSRF. Just copy the message and refresh, paste, submit review, add to fillable property. Just check the models reviews. Here it is, fillable. So I had just missed this L. Go back, copy that, refresh and paste, submit review. It says data too long for column user review. Just need to change that data type for this. So we had to give the long text, or you can give the medium text also, that will also work. So here you give string, right? Change this to medium text and open your terminal and say php artisan migrate rollback, and it is rolled back, so just migrate it again. So we have already made the changes, right? Close it and let us open our Chrome. Go back, refresh, paste, submit review. So thank you for writing a review. Let us check it in our database. Refresh, and here it is, reviews table, and we have got this review over here. So now let us fetch it over here and display. Just close this model, and in the product view, so we are going to divide this into 4 and 8. So we will have this rate this product and write a review in this part, and all the reviews will be in this column MD 8. So we'll go to the code and we'll just close this sidebar. So we have this row over here, and this thing can be inside that row itself. So let me just Control X and paste it here. So this thing we are going to divide it, right? So we can say row and call MD4, paste, and the other dot call MD8. So here we will just design that first, say a label, and here we'll have the first name and the last name, and if the user is the one who is logged in, so we will have the edit button over there. Just keep it in a tag. So after this we will have the star rating. If the user has given any star rating along with the review, so we will show that. So we have this thing, right? FA star checked. Just paste it over here. Just remove one. So let us see how it looks. Refresh, and it's over here. So I want this in the next line, so we'll just put that in a BR tag over here. Save and refresh. So I have it over here, and here we will have the date of review. So after this we can just say small tag and say reviewed on, and we'll say 27 August 2021, and here we will have the user message. So just open a p tag, and you can just type some content. I'll just take it from here itself, paste, refresh, and you can see it over here. So let us send the data from the controller and display this in a dynamic way. So we need to go to the front end controller where we are sending the product view data. So here it is. So along with the rating we are going to say $reviews is equal to review model, where the product ID is equal to $products of ID get. So just pass this in the compact function. So here we need to write a for each loop. For $reviews as $item, you can just keep that, Control X and paste. So you can keep this thing in one div. I'll create a div with the class called user review, Control X. Okay, so here in the place of first name and the last name, just echo that. So this $item is nothing but from your review model, right? So just open your review model. You have the review, and here we will say function user, or you can say users. Remove this thing, say return $this of belongs to, and here you have to say the user class, and you don't have to mention the foreign key and primary key because we have just given here user underscore ID, right? So it will automatically detect it. So if you want, you can just write that, or you can leave it if you have followed the same column names. So we will get the user data from here, and we need the rating also, right? So I'll just create a function for the rating also. Function rating, say return dollar this belongs to the rating class where the user underscore id is equal to this user underscore id. So let's get back to the product view, and here we have item of users of f name, not the f name, the column name is name, and we have the l name. Copy that and say l name, and this edit button is only going to be visible. Here we are going to check at if the dollar item of user underscore id is equal to authenticated users id, only then this button should be visible. And this checked one, we can just take it from here, the star rating. Just copy this and here we will just first put an if condition at if, and only if that is true we will just echo this thing. So if dollar item of rating, so if there is a rating for that product by that user, only then we are going to show. So if it is there, we are just going to store it in a variable first at end php, and create a variable dollar user rated is equal to dollar item of rating of stars rated. Okay, so we will get that in this. So this many stars has to be checked. Remove that, and this thing is going to be the same, and this date we are going to take it from here and say dollar item of created at, so we need this in a format of d space m space y, and here we need to show dollar item of user review. Save and let us check the output. Refresh, and review not found. Import class, refresh, line number 154. So is it users or user? Let us check. So here we have given this as users, right? So that should be user. So we'll just change that over here also. Refresh, and yes, it's working. So you got the username and the number of stars as reviewed, and the date we have got over here, and the message. So this is, I'm logged in as Om Prakash, so that's why I'm getting this edit button. So if you just log in through a different ID, you will not get this thing over here, edit. So now let us see how to make this edit review. So go back to the code, and here just make a URL, edit review / the product slug over here. So can just say copy that and paste product of slug and user review. Just copy this thing and go to your web.php, say route get edit review slash, here we'll have the product slug and here user review. So you can just copy that from here, paste, and this closing bracket will be over here. Yes, so we'll send the review controller, and here we'll send to the edit function. Copy that and go to your review controller, say function edit, and here we will have the product slug. So as usual we will check if the product exists, say $product is equal to, I'll just take it from here, paste. So here we're going to say if $product, then we'll take the product ID, $product ID is equal to $product of ID, and then we will check the review. So $review is equal to review where the user ID is equal to the authenticated user's ID and where the product ID is equal to the $product ID, and we will take the first record, and here we will check if $review, then we will send that, else we are going to return and redirect with this same thing, copy and paste. So if there is no review like that with that user and that product ID, it will return with that status, the link you followed was broken, and if it is there, then we are going to send return view the front end dot reviews dot edit. So in your resources, views, front end reviews, create a new file called edit.blade.php. Just give the compact function over here, compact, and this $review we are going to send. So before that, here you can see for this if condition we don't have an else, we'll just add that. So if there is no such product, we are going to return back with this status, the link you followed was broken. So now let us go to the edit, and the layout I'll just copy it from here itself, just say Control A, copy and paste. So this else thing we are not going to have in this, so you can just remove that, and this if condition also you can just remove it, and here instead of add review we are going to change that to update review. So here method is going to be post, and here we are going to define it as put method is equal to put. So we are updating the data, right? So we have to give method put, and make sure you have given here method as post. So instead of submit, just say update review. We'll go copy this URL, and here just say route put method update review, and this review controller, the update function. Copy that and go to your review controller and create a function. Say function update. Here we will be taking the request, $request. So first we will take the review. Say user review is equal to $request of input of the user review. So where is that? In the edit blade. So here it is, user review, and this product ID is not going to be product ID over here. Just change that to review underscore ID, and here we have sent the review from the controller, right? You can see over here we have sent the review. So here we will have the review of ID, and here we will have review of product of name. So just create this relationship in your review model. Just create that review. Just create the product model. Say public function product return $this belongs to the product model. Here it is, product ID of the ID of the product table. Just save and close. So you'll get the product name over here, and you can just edit this to edit your review, and rest of the things are going to be same. So just take this. So user review we have taken over here, and now we will check if $user review is not equal to null. So if it is not equal to null, that means if the user has given something, then we are going to update the user review. So first let us take the review underscore ID is equal to, just copy the same thing from here and paste. Just change this field name which we had put over here, right? Review ID. Paste that, and then we are going to check $review is equal to review where the ID is equal to $review ID, where the user underscore ID is equal to the authenticated user's ID of first. So here we are going to check if there is something like this. If $review, then $review of user review, this is the database field, equal to what we had in this, right? So just either you can take this variable or directly you can take this itself. Let me take this itself, paste, and then you're just going to update this $review of update. Say return redirect with status review updated successfully. And where we are redirecting it to the product view page. So for that you just have to give the category slash the category URL. So just concatenate that dollar review of the product of category of slug. So you will get the category slug over here, and then the product slug. Just copy the same thing and paste it over here. Just remove this category. Okay, so you just redirect to this page and here. Yes, so if it is not found, just copy and paste this thing in the else part. So if it is null, right, so you just have to tell you cannot submit an empty review. Save. So now let us just test that. Go and refresh. So you've got it over here. Let me edit, and here I need to send the value, right? So in the edit I have to show it over here. So don't give a value attribute to this, guys, it's not going to work. So in the text area you have to paste it in between this dollar review of user review. Refresh. So you have it over here, right? So I'll just copy this thing and paste. Okay, let me just add something and update. You can see review updated successfully. Okay, so that thing is come over here. So one more thing, guys, so we need to check that if the user has already given the review, right, he should just edit this and he should not be adding another review for the same product. So for that we will just go in the review controller where we are adding, right, add function over here, and where we are sending this thing, right, we will check it over here itself. Dollar review underscore check is equal to review model, where the user underscore ID is equal to the authenticated user's ID, and where the product ID is equal to, we have this thing, right, product ID. Let me just swap it. Yeah, so you can use this thing to dollar product ID of first. So here we are going to check if review is already there, then else. So if the review is not there, we will return this thing. So if the review is already there, right, you can just return this thing which we are sending in the edit. Here you can send this thing, copy that and paste. So just change this to review. Yeah, so this will do it. So if the user already has given the review, he can just edit that when he goes to write another review. So let us test this. Refresh, and I'm going to say write a review, and I already have given the review, right, that review I'm able to see over here. So I'll just say this is my edited review, and I say update review. See, review updated successfully. This is my updated review. So we have seen how to create the review and edit the review. So let me just check if this thing is being visible for the other users also. We'll just log out and log in with another ID. just log in and go to the mobiles category over here, mobiles, and we had rated this product, right? Yeah, so you can see I cannot see that edit button, and when I write a review I will get this thing: you are not eligible to review this product. Let me say go to home page. Let me just go from here. So yeah, write a review, I cannot do that, and I'm not able to edit this because I have not written this review. So let me just rate this product, and I'm getting this message. Let me just purchase this product and we will add another review and check over here. So I'll go to my cart and proceed to checkout, say place order, and I have purchased that product. Now let me go and write a review for that. So over here I'm going to write a review, say this is Sharma here, and this product is very good. Let us just submit review, and it is inserted. I haven't rated this product, but still I am getting this. Let me rate it to 3, submit, and still this thing is coming over here. This is because of that eloquent relationship which we have given. So there will be a small change in that. Let us see. So we had given this, right, item of rating. So here you can see we have just checked the product ID. So if the product ID is matching but the user ID is not been checked over here, so we are not going to use this thing. Just comment it, or you can just remove it, and here just open PHP over here, add PHP at end PHP, and we are going to check the user rating over here, $rating. Let us check if we have not used this anywhere else. $rating, Control F. It's not used anywhere. $rating is equal to, we are going to call the model over here, so that will be in my app /models /rating where the product ID is equal to the product which we are having, right? So I'll just copy that and paste. So product of ID, and where the user underscore ID is the current user. Okay, so we are looping through this, right, each review. So if that user has given that, so just take this thing, copy, and this is going to be a comma over here. So item of user of ID, and say first. Okay, so here instead of telling if $item of rating, just change that to $rating. So if this thing exists with this product and this user, then we are going to add that in this variable user rated, and this thing will be the same. So let us just refresh and check. So we have got it over here. I had rated over here as 3 stars, right? So let me put it down to 2, submit, and you can see the one which I had rated from this ID is been 5 over here, and the one which I have rated with this ID 2, that is 2 over here. So we have seen how to add the review and edit the review, as well as display the review along with the star rating of the user. So that's it in this video, guys. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.